Hey, and welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix show, season 5, episode 50. We have made it. It's the 50th episode of the year, and we are celebrating with the release of Augmented Mallets by Arturia. I'm probably going to say mullet at some point because mullet is like a crazy haircut in Australia that, I don't know, hopefully I don't say it, but I caught myself off guard before recording this show and I found that I was saying Augmented Mallets. Anyway, here we are with Augmented Mallets by Arturia. Brand new drop. Actually, Arturia's just dropped like 3 new products just recently, so go ahead and check it out on their website. They have the update to the Mini Freak, which I plan to do a video on very soon. And they also have the J37 tape emulation, which looks really cool, which I also plan to do a video on. Anyway, so we have Augmented Mallets. Let's check out what this thing has to offer, and then we'll jump over and we'll have a little play with it. If you want to skip ahead, there'll be a timeline down below. No kickback for me, but thank you very much to Arturia for letting me check out this instrument today. So what is Augmented Mallets, or Mallets, you may ask? Sorry, it's my little dad joke there. Augmented Mallets fuses the percussive and harmonic charm of the marimba, vibraphone, and celeste with, am I saying that right? Celeste? With cutting-edge synthesis, giving you immediate access to a diverse range of authentic, hybrid, and contemporary mallet sounds. If you've already checked out the Augmented series that I've done, a bunch of them already, you'll know that you can sort of blend between the analog and the synthesis sort of sound from this instrument, which is really cool. And I don't know what I'm saying there, hybrid mallets. Anyway, let's just jump in. I think we just jump in. This thing obviously is going to be amazing. I've already got my expectations high, being that it's Arturia. You know it's going to be good. All right, here I've got it loaded in Ableton Live. And I got the default, actually I got the first preset here, a Royal Mallet. I've just got it on the category of all. And there's a bunch of categories here actually. If we have a look at classics, classic keys, lo-fi keys, evolved keys, percussive keys, mallets, pads, and sequence. But I think we'll just get into the first one. Let's have a little play and let's see how this thing sounds. Here we go. I mean, I don't think we're meant to be getting like techno vibes straight off the bat, but I mean, this particular preset really lends itself to that. All right, let's jump over to another preset where we can really show off the analog and the digital aspect of this instrument. That's beautiful. Go up an octave. That is so nice. And I'll just show you here as you blend, you sort of get this, you go over to the synthesis side. So it's 100% synthesized. We'll jump over to the analog. But blending the two, I love having it in that 50-50 range there, and it just sounds really beautiful. All right, let's jump over to our next preset and suss out how it sounds. Let's have a listen to this. There's a bit of a sequence in that, which is really nice. Let's see what the expression wheel does. Be awesome if the expression wheel was actually connected to that big dial in the middle there. But that seems to be doing something with the effect, sort of adding a bit of a lo-fi or a distortion to it. Very cool indeed. All right, we'll jump through and we'll jump back to our big screen here. We'll go through some of the categories here. So let's have a look. We got lo-fi keys. We got your classic synth keys. We'll have a listen to one of these. That's cool. You really do have that mallet sound here. So you could do like tropical house with this. It really has that vibe, you know. Oh, it does have a sequence on it too. Like a gate. That's awesome. Nice. Absolutely beautiful. And we'll listen to one more of those because they're pretty good. Oh, that's really cool. Simple. So we have, let's have a look at this. We go over to full synthesis. So on the other side, we got like a more melody hit, digital. In the middle is always where it's the best. See, I think you could write any style. I know I'm doing sort of like housey sort of chord sets here, but you could do any kind of style with this particular instrument. It really lends itself to either just doing like full theatrical sounding, beautiful, you know, symphonic sounding compositions, or you can just do like house, you know what I mean? Like it really has a very versatile sound about it. All right, let's check out lo-fi keys. See what we got here. First preset on lo-fi. That's nice. I really like that. Let's get to another one here. Nice. Some vinyl. This is, yeah, Celeste on vinyl. Absolutely beautiful. Let's pop it in the middle there. See how it sounds. Wow, very nice indeed. I really like that preset. What do we got here? Digital Love. Whoa. This really like affects the decay on the expression wheel for this preset here. Wow, super interesting. What happens if we go full digital? Man, I'm sure you could get this instrument MIDI map so that like your expression, and if you have one of these S49 3s or MK2. I forgot what number we're up to now, Mark 2, Mark 3. I think it's Mark 3, sorry. But if you got this little slidey thing, which you cannot see, and I'm too scared to move this camera because it's been disconnecting recently, but it'd be cool. You could MIDI map it to your main wheel, or have the expression wheel here MIDI mapped. I'm sure you can do it, like absolutely no problem. I haven't done it yet though. I haven't done it. It's my last show of the year. I mean, in terms of this podcast, I mean, we're going to be having plenty more shows here on YouTube. If you do watch us on YouTube, thank you so much for being with me this last year. If you're one of my regular viewers, if you're not and you haven't like subscribed, then please feel free to do so if you enjoy this content. Leave a like, 100% leave a like on the way. It definitely helps the algorithm, helps others discover this channel and find the music technology videos that they need to be watching instead of all the other nonsense that's on YouTube. You just need this creative stuff in your life. This is what you actually really need, because that is the purpose of this YouTube channel, is to keep you guys feeling creative, not to just like, I know I'm rambling a little bit now. I don't want you guys to think that, hey, you know, everything I review you should buy. It's actually to show you the gear. Should you get it? Is it for you? And hopefully I do justice with my videos on that. All right, I'm just having a ramble, okay? It's my last show of the year. I can do that. This is my show, guys. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I've just randomly, in my ramble there, I've jumped over to percussive keys. Actually, I do want to check out evolving keys and then sequences. I'm sort of going all over the place here, but let's just check out percussive keys. Digital Island sounds pretty cool. Okay, so we're getting that real mallet sound here. So it really lends itself again to tropical house, like. Yeah, it really does. So you get that. Okay, I'm gonna jump in the middle here. What do we got? Be cool if we had something with heaps of decay. I know I haven't really, actually, the other thing before we jump onto another preset surf here, which I haven't really gone over, but obviously around this main sort of morphy knob, I guess you would call it, you have your effects send. So you got your reverb, you can really dial that in. And you got your delay if you want more of that. It's all there. And you got color knobs and stuff here as well. You can turn them up and down. You got time, you got motion. So you got a lot of stuff you can actually dial in on each individual preset, but they don't overwhelm you. Like, it's really just super intuitive, this synthesizer. Like, it's not like when you open up something like I can't even think of something off the top of my head, but there are, you know, obviously like, or like for example, and I'm not having a go at them, but Cherry Audio synthesizers, which sound absolutely incredible, but when you open them up, they're not like super intuitive for someone who doesn't know anything about synthesis. There are knobs everywhere on those, even, you know, even though there's software, there's just a lot there to take in. But this is like, if we're going to use that word intuitive, which is like the main word which gets used on this channel, then this is it. This is the intuitive software synthesizer in terms of, it's up there, you know, simple. I like this fragrance. That's good. What could we do with that? I feel like I'm playing the same chord set on every, I probably am, but at least it gives you an idea of how this thing sounds. That's really nice. All right, let's jump over now. We're really getting through them. Evolving keys, pure drops. Whoa, that's good. That's beautiful. Okay, so this has a really good velocity sensitivity on this particular preset, because really that melody sort of like, you know, because a mallet is like a percussive instrument, right? So if I press that softly, you can almost hear the felt hitting whatever this instrument is. It's a marimba or a xylophone, not sure. Anyway, I'm terrible with which instrument it is, but if I press it hard, And you got that mixture of synthesis. That really shows off this preset. It's got tons of delay on it, obviously, but it's almost as if I could hear the felt on that. That's crazy good. I don't even know what that was in. It says filter. I'm pretty sure we're on evolving keys for that. Yeah, we were. All right, last but not least, I think that's all I wanted to check out. We got pads here as well. We won't show those off on the show here today, but let's just quickly check out sequences because I'm always interested in what we have up our sleeves when it comes to sequences. Sequences are obviously a lot of fun, and they make me sound like I can actually play an instrument. So we're in the arpeggiation here. Surreal shadows, wow. It's got an ominous vibe, I like that. Oh, that's crazy. What? That's beautiful. We got cicadas, we got bugs. I reckon this is, if I was a kid, like back in the day when I had my old Casio keyboard, if I had a preset like this, I would have been playing this particular preset I would have been playing for absolute hours. Stranger Mallets. Oh, we're in the Stranger Things hat. Perfect. Right in with it, let's do it. Alright, let's jump over and blend a bit of synthesis into it. See how this sounds. Bro, that sounds so cool. Nice bit of gate on the expression wheel there. Accidentally did the pitch wheel. Bend it up. Alright, I'm going to have to leave it there, guys, but I think this instrument did most of the talking here today. I mean, obviously, I did a bit of talking as well, but this instrument really, I hope I showed it off for you guys to give you an idea of just how phenomenal this thing sounds. I know we just did preset surfing there today, but that's pretty much what I do on all of these types of videos. When we show off a new instrument, we show off its sounds. And if you like this instrument, I'll have a link for it down below. There is no affiliate link for me. Other than thanking, I've got to thank Arturia, where Arturia thanking is due for letting me check out this instrument today. But I'll have a link for it down below if you want to go do yourself a favor and go get Augmented Mallets. We have checked out some of the other Augmented series, so definitely check out those videos on the channel today if you do wish to see those, or if you've been interested in any of the Augmented series. But yeah, really, again, just well done. Arturia's meticulously sampled, got this instrument sounding really good. And the other thing I want to say just quickly, just on the back of the Augmented series instruments, is they've really optimized it, whether it's the size or, the coding that goes on the back end of these things. They've really optimized these instruments to not be like bloated or using up way too much of your RAM or CPU. Like, these instruments just are very quick. The presets load really quickly and it just sounds big and phenomenal. And for that, that's for a software company, or especially a musical software company, you gotta give credit to these guys that are getting these instruments, which are quite huge sounding and, have quite a lot of information inside of them in terms of size and samples and so forth. But getting these instruments so optimized that they load like that, we really are spoiled in this era of music technology. 2024 right now, I know probably in the future you're watching this, it's like 2026 or 2025. It doesn't matter, because we're already at the golden era of these software instruments just being so good, and we're eating well. Musicians are eating well in terms of their tools at the moment. We have everything we could possibly dream or imagine of having. Anyway, guys, I know I'm rambling a bit more today. I'm just excited because it was the last show. We got through all of the podcasts. I know I don't talk much about sort of the plans for the future or anything like that here on this channel. We just more or less just look at gear. But there are some big plans for the podcast. If you are listening to us on the podcast, there is going to be a new podcast from me. It's going to be in a similar vein to Emlyn in the Mix. Emlyn in the Mix is still going to continue, but there's a new podcast which I'm developing, which as soon as I have all of the information on that, I'll be promoting it across my socials, and would love for you guys to go and check that out. But I don't have it all ready yet, so I don't want to announce it just yet. But when we do, definitely stay tuned for that. It'll be awesome to have all you guys on board, because I know you're going to love it. It's going to be music related, of course. And yeah, thank you so much for the support this year and for following the podcast and the vodcast and all of the YouTube videos, if you are the regulars out there. And I don't know if you guys stick to the end, but if you do, thank you so much. If you're still here, I really, really appreciate it. Happy holidays. I hope you guys have had an amazing, I hope actually over this period of sort of rejoicing and holiday time, you get in the studio, you stay creative. There's so many cool tools out there for you guys to check out. Make some music, make some beats, and make your dreams a reality. All right, guys, maybe that's my new catchphrase or calling card, whatever you want to call it. All right, guys, before I ramble you guys' heads off, and actually imagine if this video just kept going. I was just rambling right under Christmas time. No, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll be back. I should be back next week. Actually, the podcast won't be, but I'll be on YouTube. So you just, subscribe to your boy if you haven't already, like this video, and all that YouTube nonsense. All right, guys, thanks so much, and peace out. Boom.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews, and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.